Hello everyone, this has been Masonheimer with Silver Seas Yachts, even though I'm not in Silver Seas Yachts attire. And this is Rob Newman with Silver Seas Yachts of Sausalito, and he is also not in work attire. We've met up here after hours because I'm on vacation with my family. We've rented a massive Sprinter van. I don't know if you can see that, but we just popped in on him, and he was kind enough to come down and meet us, and we're gonna take a look really quick at this Tiara 38LX. And you know, this is a boat that I ordered, but I haven't really spent much time with it. Rob, on the other hand, has had it here. It just came back from an event, and he's going to tell us a little more about it. So it's a 2021 Tiara 38LX, is that correct?
That is correct, Ben.
Awesome blue paint. And you know, we had the 34LX down in Southern California, and this is a much, much larger boat.
Yeah, this is, the 34 is a great boat. You know, it's a great price point for that size boat. This boat is way much more with the triple outboards,
yeah,
and the way
beam.
that it runs,
right.
And the displacement. It's very significant, the difference when you're out on the bay between the two.
I hear you.
Although the 34 is a great running boat too, but this is...
Yeah, so this has the make fast sunshade, so you have some rods that go in here, and then you have a Mediterranean sunshade that comes out over this whole area. We have a large, really large, almost like a casting deck here on the bow, with really nice non-skid, and your anchoring gears in there. You have a remote control in there for handheld operation, and that's a stainless anchor. We have a really beautiful blue paint job on this one with the blue accents on the seats. What's the speed on this thing?
So with this, we've had this up to about 56 miles an hour.
56.
Yeah, it likes to run around 40 miles an hour as a fast cruise.
Excellent.
Obviously this boat's got the Seakeeper as well, which is a DC Seakeeper, so you can run it without having to have the generator running.
That's nice.
And yeah, it's pretty well got everything you could ever want. It's got the as well as the forward sunshade, it's got the aft
yeah. Let's go on board and check this thing out. So triple 400s. I remember I ordered the Reverso automatic flush system on this. We have a dive ladder that slots in here. Here's the button to start and stop your Reverso automatic flush. Aft firing speakers, shore power connections over here. Hot and cold water shower. You do have storage under these areas, correct?
Yeah, underneath here you can. One is for.
Oh yeah, and then a massive subwoofer.
There's the ladder you were just talking about.
Correct.
So good for lines. And then
now,
this side. Is where
another subwoofer?
Yeah, and that's where your breakers are for your shore power cable coming in here. And I have to tell you that the stereo on this boat is amazing. It's.
Would you mind showing us, if you could flip this? You know, show us the party trick.
Oh, how this guy? Yeah. So if you press this little pedal back here, this.
So there's a pedal. All right.
This guy
and that's
comes
the
back.
First position. So you have a really nice layout area, and then
all the way down.
Right, and it kind of just fills this in. Just an awesome layout area there, and of course it does the same thing on the other side.
Do you want me to show you that one?
No, I think we're good. I think we can assume. I know when I was at the boat show, I liked to sit right here. Well, I guess I should show them what I'm going to sit on. So here's your galley. You have a barbecue here, and you have a sink. You have a refrigerator that pulls out just here. And it's a really nice lower height, though, so you can actually sit there. Yeah, the rubbish bin, as the English would say. But when I was at the boat show, this was my spot. I think if I was underway, you know, I've got my armrest here. I can put my foot up.
The good thing about when you're actually at rest and you're hanging out on the dock, this is a. This then brings everybody.
Over and sit next to me, then you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So now you got seating for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, and a couple of people on the helm as well, if you really want.
And then you have an armrest here, storage under all these areas, USBs here, USBs on either side in the aft seating areas, and this is access to your machinery space, which is quite impressive. Do you mind operating that shade?
Yeah.
It's up on the helm, just starboard of the wheel.
Yeah, and this is one that will go out all the way with one touch of the button, or you can actually stop it wherever you like.
Excellent.
So you can stop it there if you want, and then, or you can continue on all the way out. And it's a lot quieter. This designer shade is a lot quieter than previous ones.
And I mean, I've seen these run at pretty high speeds and still work afterwards. So this table here, it's absolutely beautiful. It comes out. Now, Rob, does this one go high and low?
This one has got a couple of
shorter
you can
legs?
change out these legs, so that they
just
go down
unscrew from the floor like this?
Basically.
So very easy to do.
Undo these little latches here, lift the thing off, unscrew those, and put the smaller legs in.
And I might add, the whole boat comes with covers as standard. And also, we have our isinglass enclosures on the sides up. And then you have these 2 sail tracks here, so you have sides and then a sliding door. And then this whole area here, I think it's like over 20,000 BTU of heat and air. They have a unit on either side controlled at each of these seats.
That's
so
toasted.
you can really toast it up in here if you'd like. We have a Yeti 45 that comes with the boat. That's under the helm there. It's branded with Tiara. Our helm is absolutely gorgeous. We have the 8616 screens here. Go ahead and stop our navigation there. And, you know, air vents, beautiful screens. It's a glass cockpit. You do have your dedicated mercury control up here, a speaker. And then right here by Rob, we have the Seakeeper control. There's a Seakeeper 3. So that's a very large Seakeeper for a boat of this size. Here's your joystick. This also has your autopilot in it and the skyhook function. This is your Apollo Fusion stereo. It's touchscreen, it's Wi-Fi compatible, and it's just an amazing, it's the latest, greatest. Other side we have our fly-by-wire throttles, 1 lever mode, docking mode, which slows them down just a little bit. We have our automatic trim tabs here by Linko, standard bow thruster. Here's your ignitions. And then a really cool feature on this one, if you push up or down, the VHF antennas will fold. And the thinking there was going under low bridges. Here's your AC control unit. You have a thigh-rise bolster here.
And on the AC there, you've got one either side. So there's 2 units
right,
up here,
exactly.
and you've got 2 controls, so you've got plenty of power.
Rob, would you be so kind? I guess we'd have to move this.
Where do you want to go?
I would like you to show us the loo. Is that the right way to say that? The loo?
The toilet.
Can we get away with that?
Yeah, we can
or the head?
We can say the loo. Yeah.
Okay.
We can say the loo.
Well, while he's unlocking that, right here, there's a clasp you can pull. You have about a 6-inch step that will come down, and those are more vertically challenged amongst us. That's a very nice thing to have. You also have fresh and raw water washdowns just here. And the seat goes fore and aft, so it is adjustable electronically. We also have this massive manually operated sunroof. So yes, a very big head. Let's get in here. Okay, so teak stair, and then we have the simulated teak. All right, so I'm 6'4", 6'4.5", and what do you say this is? This is probably, it's good for someone who's, I mean, I can do this, but it's good for someone who's probably more like 5'8", 5'9", as far as standing. But I mean, if I'm using this, it's doable. It's definitely a day boat.
It's a hell of a
No, I'm not picking on it. I'm just trying to give perspective. See, here I am, and I'm good with it.
This is your panel in here.
Yeah, then we have our panel. So another zone.
Yeah, this has got its own AC unit as well.
So you have your own AC unit for this, and then across the way.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
GFI plugs, generator, tank monitoring, battery switches, DC, AC. So very simple, very easy.
Yeah. Cummins and Arm generator, which is the generator of choice on these boats these days.
Very quiet, yes. Yeah, I like those ones. Yeah, wow, that's quite deep, actually.
Full vacuum flush head. So it's yacht.
It's all yacht quality, yeah.
Yacht
USB.
quality.
There's a lot of charging capability in here. A port light.
And the lights are the thing. We can't see it right now, but
the lights. Yeah, the lights around here that change colors, and it goes throughout the whole boat, even in places you wouldn't think it would be. Okay, so we have this all shut off, which really blocks us from the wind. Visibility from the helm is good, definitely when you're sitting down. Standing up, if you're a taller person, I'd like to see how this boat looks when it rotates. Does this rotate up?
Yeah, the sight lines get a little bit better once you're underway. We're at complete rest here, so you're going to get a little bit of bow rise. But the really cool feature I like about this boat is with this auto trim facility on the Mercury.
The engines, correct.
So once you have it set and you bring the boat up on plane, it will limit the amount of bow rise, and the net result is you can plane this boat at much lower speeds without it falling on and off a plane. Typically, outboards will just race off, and like it's either 10 miles an hour or 40 miles an hour. This boat you can do 16, 17 miles an hour right on plane, and it's really cool. The way
this is the active trim here. Right now we have it off, so it says we're too high with the motors up and whatnot. But when we're running, we'll actually see the motors at different attitudes.
They're all continually working.
Right, especially in a beam C, it's definitely very nice. These speakers, let's just turn that off. All right, so we have a massive locker here. So that goes, you know, full on, just think of water ski locker and then times 5. So
yeah,
it's a massive locker.
Huge.
It goes down about 3 feet, all nicely sealed on gas hinges.
And then what I really like about this boat, especially for the Bay Area when on a cooler day, with the heat and air running, even without this enclosed here, it's going to be really toasty. And this is a very cool idea, the way that this works. If you do take waves over the bow and it's hitting the windshield, you think that it's going to come rolling down the sides and down the middle of the boat, but it doesn't. It works really well because it hits that grate there, and it doesn't even come inside the boat.
So so then we can open this one.
We open this guy here.
And that has a little latch, I'm assuming.
And then this guy pushes up here and locks in place so you don't hit your head.
And good headroom here. Definitely very good headroom. Really, in this whole area here. The whole boat, it's just wide and nice. And, you know, again, we have our hookups here, so your sun sail hooks in here, and then it has a rod here, right behind Rob, and then over here it stretches out across this whole area here. All right.
And there's storage underneath all of these seats here as well.
So the air conditioner that was in the head, it also air conditions this nice little cuddy here. Let me get down in this one. All right. For all your lines. And that's quite large. I mean, it's at least 7 feet long. At its widest, I would say it's 5 feet wide. At its narrowest, it's about 3 feet. Got little cubbies here. And it's air conditioned. It has a port. It has a light. Yeah, I could take a nap. I could crash in there for sure.
Yeah. If you wanted to overnight.
Yes.
Would you have your family in there? I'm not sure about that, but certainly you can crash in there.
I hear you. Well, so on this side we have bolsters, or excuse me, armrests, storage, beautiful table that's removable, stereo controls, USB cup holders. Same here. All right, Rob.
These guys.
Well, that's going to wrap up our tour. Thank you so much for watching, and this boat is available at Silver Seas Yachts. You can call me or my good friend Rob Newman here. We'll put some information down there about the boat for you and our contact information, and we hope you have a great weekend.
Always nice to see you, Ben.
Always nice to see you too.